Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the mountain. Well, if you watched the last video, you've seen that we got the waterproofing done and the tile on the floor in there. Today we're going to go ahead and wash up the tile real good and then go ahead and grout it. That way it can start drying. That way we can move on to putting the metal in the shower. The metal's going to end up being quite the process. We're going to end up having to cut every single sheet. And also, being that I'm looking to get like a patina kind of look, I'm going to have to come up with a solution to spray on there to kind of make it rust and then do a clear coat on it before I actually install it. And with every sheet needing to be cut, I'm sure it's going to be a mission, but we'll get it done. We're going to just keep on chipping away at it. We're not going to talk a whole lot this morning. It is still raining like crazy out here on the mountain. It's been over a week since it's been raining and we still got quite a few more days left. But it's not stopping the build. It's just taking dry time a little bit longer. Not that big of a deal, but we're going to keep on moving along, so let's go ahead and get at it. First thing I'm going to do is take a damp rag and just wash the tiles. Try to get any of the thin set that might have came up through there and get it ready to accept the grout. Now there will be a couple of little spots to where the thin set came up into the cracks. I'm going to take a little regular screwdriver and kind of clean these out a little bit. That way the grout can get down in there. Alright guys, let's go ahead and mix up some grout and get this thing going. The color that we're going with is right here. It's like a mushroom color kind of. I really wish I had a mixer. When you're mixing grout, you end up wanting it to be kind of like a smoothie peanut butter. This is a little bit thin. I might add a little bit more. But as you can see, it's not really dripping. And that's what I'm kind of looking for. If you're doing walls, you want it to be a little bit thicker. That way it doesn't try to slide out of the little seams and stuff. But I'm just doing a floor, so it can be a little bit runnier. Not too much though. Alright guys, now that we got it mixed up, I'm going to let it set for about 5 minutes. Give it one final stir. And then we'll dump it out in there, grab the grout float, and go ahead and start floating it. I've already got my sponge. I got a bucket of water. Clean up as I go, because grout can get real messy. And I got these two making sure that I don't make a mess anyways. Huh. Ryder, what are you doing? Ryder definitely knows his name. And every time I call him, he's got something to say. Yeah, always got something to say, huh? Alright, I got a bucket full of water and my sponge and the grout and my float. I'm just gonna pour some on the floor right there and start working it in. And my consistency, now that I let it set a little bit, is perfect, what I'm looking for. That should be enough to get me started. And I'm just gonna put it at about a 45 and start working it in all the seams. Alright guys, I got the grout in and got it wiped down for the first time. I'm going to let it sit for about 45 minutes, get some clean water and clean the sponge real good and wipe it down again, and then I'll let it dry overnight. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. As you can hear, it's raining pretty good out there, so there's not much light in here. I'm sure there'll be a couple of touch-up spots that I got to deal with, but we're getting there. What's going on, guys? Well, it has been raining non-stop here. It is so wet. We're gonna run down here and check on the culvert and also to check out the creek to see if I can actually cross it. I'm supposed to be going to Margaritas right now, but it is looking bad out here. We have had about 6 days rain straight at this point, and we still got a couple more days to go. Let's hope I can get off the mountain. Well, luckily it wasn't too bad, but if it continues to rain like they say that it is, I'm gonna be stuck on the mountain here soon. All right, let's go ahead to the 41.36. I gotta go pick up the crimper tool for the PEX that Country Road Pure is letting me use. Save me some money. All right, guys, we made it. Let me get that tool. Oh, the mountain's looking like the Smokies. I haven't been over here since they got their deck roof finished. It's looking good. All right, look who I found.
What up?
And the star of the show. We are getting the crimper tool for the PEX because they are proud of it. It's like $60 for this tool.
80.
80.
I paid 80.
And they already have it. So my brother and my sister is about to hook me up.
Save you some money.
Yep.
Well, this looks a lot different than the last time I came to get the insulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved all the totes in here.
I don't blame you.
Our whole life is in here.
I think we found it.
Yep. It was actually right on top.
On top. It was meant to be.
I guess they knew you were coming.
Yep.
Do you need a big pipe cutter for anything?
Yeah, I have no pipe cutter, so.
You
yeah.
need a big one like this? It's for 2-inch.
Yeah, I gotta run that gray water.
Use this. Here's a smaller one. You can use this one, PEX. It's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the one we use for like this. Like, it cuts it really good.
Oh yeah. There you go. Save me some more money.
And then, you know how to use this?
Nope.
All right.
We're gonna learn something today.
Yeah.
Well, every single crimp, you use this. Every single one, dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't pass one, basically.
I watched your videos, so.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. So you have a go, or a no-go, and a go gauge.
All right.
So you'll put it on, 1/2 inch to 1/4, and crimp it all the way down to like that. Pull it off. You know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? And then just grab this on every one and just
check it.
Yeah, if you can put it over the no-go, it's no good. You should only be able to put it over on the go.
All right.
Not on the no-go.
We ain't got no time for no-goes.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised. Like, you get one crooked or something on accident. And,
yeah.
And you'll be moving along too, and it could be.
And that's why I say make sure you check. And then
down
this,
the line, yeah.
This is when you use this tool. Use this tool, this is to cut the rings because you mess up.
Oh. Yeah.
So trust me, I thought
that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I thought I
save
didn't
your
need
fittings,
this. I thought I didn't need this thing, but I did. So like if a ring's crimped on. Right, here's like your fitting. You're like, man, I really need this elbow.
Yeah.
It's the last one I got, or whatever. Cut it off. So here's the fitting, and then this is a little slider up and 1/2 inch on top, 3/4 on bottom. So put on half.
Yep.
And then imagine the figure here, and then you just like this, and what it will do, it'll actually cut the ring. It'll be tighter, but
yeah.
I just move it around like this. Seriously, dude, like, you'll see what I'm talking about. It will actually cut it all the way right now. It's not crimped, so.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to take this off, and it's not going to mess up your fitting.
Yeah.
Like
That's pretty handy.
Because it's rounded right here.
Yeah.
That's pretty handy right there.
So you're going to need this, too.
Well, cool. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man.
Y'all just saved me a ton of money.
Yeah.
And a trip. An hour in each direction.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta love it, man.
Well, I'm definitely fitting to get my pecs on here real soon.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the road. I'll bring y'all back on the way to Margaritas. These guys done cleared out camp. It looks completely different. That's insane. Whew, well, it finally stopped raining. We're gonna go ahead and do an outside project today. But we're gonna go ahead and take the corrugated metal outside and see if we can do a patina on it while it's not raining and it's beautiful clear skies. It is cold today though, and very windy. I got 3 gallons of vinegar, a whole lot of peroxide, and also some salt. I'm gonna take some boards, I'm gonna lay the metal out right here and take a bug sprayer with that solution, spray on there and let it set, and see if we can rush the patina process. Should be fun. So we got a little science project to start the day off with. All right, let me get all the metal out there, get it set up, and then we'll go ahead and mix it up and start spraying. Whew, it is cold out here, guys, and windy. Had to go put my gloves on. But I got all the corrugated metal shook out. Hopefully the wind don't get up underneath it and blow them. I don't really want to weight them down because I want the spray to be able to get over evenly on all of them. But we'll see how it works out. Ryder's playing hide and go seek with Eclipse. Ryder, we can still see your butt. We can still see your butt. I'm probably gonna have to put these guys inside when I start spraying this solution. I don't really want them up here licking on vinegar and peroxide and salt and stuff like that. So I'll probably put them inside while I spray this. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it on. I'm curious to see if this will work. Well, I've already had one of them try to fly on me. And that could be pretty dangerous with sharp metal kind of flying around. So what I'm gonna do is get them sprayed, and then I'm gonna go ahead and weight them down. Hopefully it won't make no marks on there where you can see where I had it weighted down. If it does, I'll just have to finish it and then move it and then go ahead and do that section by itself. But I don't want to get a cut out here with flying metal. I got a brand new sprayer. I didn't want nothing that had chemicals in it before, just in case of chemical reaction. I bought the cheapest peroxide I could get and also the cheapest vinegar I could get, just a great value. I'm gonna mix 1 gallon of vinegar, 2 of those things, 2 of the bigger things of peroxide, and probably about 1/4 of this in salt, and see how that works. All right, I got everything mixed up, pumped up, pressurized, and ready to spray. Let's give it a shot, and then I'll set a time lapse up and see if I can capture it actually turning. All right, let me put my face protection on and my eye protection, and we'll get with it. I got them all sprayed. I got them all weighted down. I sprayed them twice. Now I'm gonna let it set and set a time lapse up and see if we can actually see it changing colors. I might end up having to do it again. I still have a little less than half left. If it doesn't start turning like it's supposed to, then more than likely I'm going to add some more peroxide and some more salt. But here's hoping. I'm very curious to see if this works. All right, it's been about an hour. I'm seeing a little bit of the foaming and stuff happening, but it's not really rusting too much right now. I'm thinking I need to make it a little bit stronger, or maybe even sand it down some. But I'm gonna start with trying a stronger mixture. If that doesn't work, I have more. I'll sand it, do a light sanding, and see if I can get through that galvanized coat. Womp, 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 womp. Well, as y'all seen, there was no time lapse of rust accumulating on the metal because it didn't work. I literally wasted all day yesterday trying to make this happen, and it just didn't work. I tried multiple different combinations with the vinegar, the peroxide, and the salt. Very, very strong mixtures. And I even took sandpaper, scuffed it all up, and then left it on there setting all night long. And as you can see, really nothing's happened. It did end up kind of making it not look as shiny, which is good. And putting scuff marks on it will help with the rustic feel of it all. But I've decided that I'm just gonna hang it up in the shower and let it do its patina thing naturally. And when it gets to a point with the look that I'm looking for, then I will go ahead and clear coat it. But with wasting yesterday, I've decided to move forward and go ahead and get the rest of the concrete board up in the shower so we can actually install the metal. Margarita will be here tomorrow, and I'm gonna wait to install the metal with her. I think it'll be easier with 2 people, with me bending it around all the corners and stuff. So that means today we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of that up, and also put the one up for the ceiling as well. With that, I'm gonna have to cut some of this wrap back some and actually put some nailers up there to be able to catch the top. But yeah, it's time to go ahead and get that done. That way tomorrow when Margarita gets here, I'll have everything set up and ready to go. But getting the metal up will be the last step as far as the inside of the shower goes. And I'll be able to start using it. All right, let me go ahead and get the camera set up. We'll start taking some measurements and go ahead and get all the nailers put in. Then it's time to cut concrete board and get it done. Ooh, it is cold, cold today. All right, let's start with the longest one. 30 inches here. 17. And 19. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nailers up here to catch this roof. So let's get them cut. Now I'm gonna use as much of the wood that I milled myself for these nailers. That way it's not costing me any money. I'm gonna start with the longest one and then get the rest of my smaller cut pieces. What are you doing this morning? You working? All right, now I'm gonna lay them out on the floor. That one goes there, that one goes there, this one goes here, and this one goes here. Now I showed on an earlier video the smaller compressor that I got because my other one got ran over. So I finally get to take it out the box and actually use it. Little pancake cobalt. Alright, got the nailers in. They ain't pretty, but they don't have to be. I'm gonna go ahead and put the concrete board on the ceiling, but I have to insulate up there first, so that'll be the next step. Now I've never used this product before, but it's supposed to be for like attic ventilation, and I don't really think I need it being that I got 2x6s up there and the insulation and the metal's never going to touch each other. Plus there's going to be a soffit around this whole thing for ventilation. So, but I figured why not? This isn't the cheapest stuff in the world, but it's not the most expensive either. And if it could save me some problems down the road with molding and stuff with the humidity the way that it is here, I figured it's at least worth a shot. My plan is just to staple this up on the same wood that kind of catches the metal. It's very thin. Well, let's give it a shot. All right, I got the insulation on the shower. This is a R30 that I'm putting on the ceiling here. So that should be plenty good for here in Arkansas. Well, so far we're moving along today. We have got all the nailers up, the little vapor barrier thing for the insulation, and the insulation up in about an hour and a half. So we're making some good progress. All right, guys, until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.